Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to be going over the first full metaverse, which is called Chase Reality. And what we're going to do is jump straight into it. Now, it's been a while since I've done some streaming, so bear with me, but we'll do our best. We'll try to bring you one of these each week. Anyway, here we go. If you go to chasereality.co, what you're going to get is entering the metaverse. And you get this epic intro right here in 360. One thing to pay attention to, if any of you want to go to it right now, again, chasereality.co, you'll get this message, and this is a guideline. Basically, the verse has been up for 2 to 3 years now, and we've now started to professionalize it, taking it from alpha more into beta and adding more content. So for the overview, we finally added an intro message because the whole build and the overview of it has changed into this, which is very, very cool. So anyway, let's just brush over these quickly and then we'll show you the features. So Explore 360 VR, immersive 360 VR tours from around the world. What does that mean? Essentially what you can see on the screen here with the screen moving around, this is actually based in Singapore. And we'll move on to the next app. We'll come back to that. Metaflix, essentially a free version of Netflix, which is free to public domain content. And once we release our own app, you'll be able to update decentralized content that you create. Basically, a decentralized version of YouTube. The Social Pulse, essentially our own version of Facebook. So I'm trying to simplify this for everybody and keep it short and sweet. Private messaging, exactly what it says on the tin there. You can message people privately, but the real difference between our messenger and others is we delete the content off of the platform. What does that mean? It means if we were to be unfortunately hacked in the future, we're not DARPA, we're not the government, they've both been hacked and are continually hacked. We're not trying to say we're unhackable, so instead we simply delete it. So if we were hacked, there's less to take, if anything at all. So your privacy is actually more secure, especially your history. And of course we've got Metapedia. Essentially it is the internet in blog format, so short and sweet information that anybody wants to look out for and find, and you can also use it offline. This is the really cool thing, but we need to release the progressive web apps side for that. And of course, once the full app comes, you'll be able to connect with people fully offline, device to device directly, and or via router. So essentially, you won't even need telecommunications anymore. So here in Singapore, we actually have Singtel. In the UK, you might have 3 or Vodafone. So all of these networks will be made redundant once we finally release the main app. So it's all the same thing, but it will actually get even better. So anyway, let's move ahead. So you click that. As you can see, we are now actually inside of the new homepage Metaverse. And yeah, it kind of looks like Google Street View. Why? Simple. Not everybody has fast bandwidth like we do here in Singapore. Some of the fastest in the world. In our home here, we actually have 10 gigabytes per second, which is incredibly fast. In the UK, I think it's between 500 and 1 gig. And it's about as reliable as a cooked sausage. Anyway, moving back to here. So as you can see, it's all nice and fast. This is the highlight of Singapore, the world famous Malayan. And as you can see, I'm looking around, I'm zooming in. And there's the world famous boat building, MBS, Marina Bay Sands. So we actually have captured all of this area here that you can see all the way around the edges, where you can see my little hand on the screen. It goes all the way around, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually connect all of these together and allow people to explore the core of the metaverse, which is this part. This is what you'll be able to do from the beginning. But in the meantime, we have things such as Explore, Metaverse Explorer. This will allow you to visit different countries, experience different experiences, such as we have something very special, such as the Masonic Lodge here in Singapore. I know there's lots of conspiracy theories, things like that. It's all madness and craziness. I can tell you from my own experience of shooting it, it's all nonsense. It's just a nice community of people that do what they do. Moving on from that, we have a super tanker, a ship at sea, over here in the Straits of Singapore. So we actually shot inside of the bridge, and of course around part of the engine room. So there's also the educational sides of things. So those are just some sort of examples there. The social pulse here is basically our Facebook, and of course we have Metaflix. And I'm just running through these things here because we're also just kind of getting back up to speed with some of these things, and we want to break each of them down. So in the following streams, we'll do that. And of course, Messenger here, you know, as it said, we'll go on to that, and then you can literally send your messages to your friends and connect with people. Login, sign up, you know, it's what it says on the tin. And over here, if you'd like to, you can actually put a VR headset on, click this button here, and all of this will become fully virtual. However, the way it's laid out and has been created has been done so that it feels virtual, as if you're using a headset, but without the screen being in your face, without you needing to spend an awful lot of money on a device when you may already have a phone, a laptop, an iPad, so on and so forth. We have an awful lot of sounds and music, which we're going to be overlaying. So this one here will allow you to turn that on and off. And if I actually just spin around here for a second, here we go. So you can see the hotspots where you can jump across and move around a little bit. And the reason why we have these here, and they're so close together, is because we're going to be adding in partnerships and advertising where these little squares on the floor, the tiles, will actually be able to make engageable, clickable, so that users, if we think that the product or the service is of interest to the community or is quality, you'll be able to click it, jump over there, and it's a sort of win-win, because we still need to be able to pay currently for servers and things, but the goal is to decentralize it and make the user's device the server, which means essentially no more cost outside of just further development and protecting the platform. So anyway, if we're just looking at these, actually, let's move to that one. We want to have a few of them in. There we go, lovely. So we've got 4 of them here. We'll come back over to this right side. This thing here, you click that, and they disappear. So if you feel that the experience is being a little bit too invasive, there's too much there, maybe, you know, down the line we've added some things, and we find people are removing it and doing that. So they're using this button here to remove them, or of course bring them back. We'll take heed of that, and we'll try to filter some of that out. But if you just want to be able to take a screenshot, whether it's for educational purposes, social media, you just come over here, click the button, and it disappears. All right, okay. And of course, this one is full screen. And you can do this on your mobile device, your iPad, your laptop, all of these sort of things, and it will fully immerse the screen itself. Brilliant. So that's just going to be a quick and dirty introduction to this. I will do an update version because, yeah, I think we can do this a little bit nicer. And I think I've not been as clear as I could be, and we want to make it a little bit shorter. But anyway, we're back. We're building great things, as you can see. Check it out. Do the sign up. It takes about 6 hours to be authenticated at the moment because we have the team ensuring that we don't have bots and things. But we're going to be re-automating that very, very soon. So I'm Chris Armstrong, the initial founder of the platform. Tim Taylor's the co-founder. You can read about both of us. When you actually log in, you'll get different options as you move throughout these. So yeah, go ahead, take a look at our story, see what we're about, and enjoy. Welcome to the Metaverse.